Hey guys, this is a big moment for me and I'd like to share this with you. So now, to make it official, I present to you the Tonight Show marquee. Here we go. Let's light it up, boys. 3, 2, 1. Let's start the show.
I say, how you doing today? How you doing today? I'm your favorite rapper, the best fan writer and director of St. Louis Facts, award-winner, published author, actor, journalist, actor, business owner, nominated Hollywood music artist, #1 bestseller, Lacey G. Soldier Turner. And this is UnCensor, the Conversation Podcast. We are live right now. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. We're on Instagram. If you do not catch us today, you can catch us tomorrow on wherever you listen to your podcast. It's iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Spotify, Pornhub, OnlyFans, XXN. And no, I don't know if we on none of those shows, but man, we finna have another great show. So first up, I got the person who got all the backstories in the world. Y'all already know, from the United States to all the galaxies, the solar system, Mars. We got backstory Ricky in the house.
Hi, beautiful people of the world. We're finna have a great Monday. I guess I'm the only female here right now. I'm gonna hold it down for all the ladies. Might hear a little. Nah, I'm in a good mood today, so it's gonna be a beautiful show.
Yeah. Some on shit be popping up. We shall see. Next up, we got my boy. Y'all already know this. Listen, he finna lead rapping. He finna turn into an R&B singer. He finna do the David Ruffin. He finna do the 5 heartbeats. We got Don't Forget the 3-tone bone in the bit. Tom, we can't hear you on mute.
I said, call me Bone Cook.
I'm gonna call him Bone Cook. All right, there, we got my boy. Y'all already know. If you're thinking about aviation, we got my boy KJ in the building. What's cracking?
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's staying out the heat. That's it.
Bars. There, we got my bro, the second best rapper alive up in this mug. Helen Drove 2 coming out. We got the God MC Watana.
What's happening? Y'all are now bearing witness to the latest, the God himself, YC Bay. You feel?
Bars. All right, and then we got radio personality just popped up in here. We got busy boss in the house. Okay.
What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. Let's get it.
Bars. All right. Let me go to this first topic. Hold on. We got this. Larissa says, hello, everyone. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, man.
Did she get her shirt?
Nope. Not yet.
She never responded. So I'm going to pass it on to the next person because it seems like she don't want it. So if you're listening, let me know if you want it.
Larissa, you hear touch bases.
All right, the first topic it says a Milwaukee man says he has been paying 3,000 in rent while living with his girlfriend, only to recently discover she has $100 housing voucher. What are your thoughts on this, Ricky? Go take it.
He's a dummy. First off, I'm not giving nobody shit unless my name is on it. With that being said, I need to be able to contact said landlord, said mortgage company, because at the end of the motherfucking day, I need to know where the money going. And bitch better be living luxurious as a motherfucker. Because what is you doing with the $3,000 if you only got to spend 100? Ain't no motherfucking way. And I know that she was sucking dick on the regular, or she should have been if she was not, because there's no way you finna sit here and tell me that this man paying $3,000 a month and that gives you $290, $2,900 still. Bitch, you crazy. Ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no motherfucking way. But I'm not mad at the finesse. I'm not mad at the finesse. He's the dummy because he should have paid attention to where the fuck his money was going. And he only found out because her little red ass friend snitched on her because she must have wanted him. Listen, sir, my rent ain't $3,000. But if you want to come pay it, I'm not gonna be mad. I'll tell you what the real amount is. And you can have your own room. You ain't even gotta sleep in my room. Just saying.
Look, Trisha says, good evening, everyone. I need a shirt. Salute, Trish. What's going on, sis? All right. You'll probably get the shirt, Trish. Why to the?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this?
Hey, man. Salute to her. Straight up. Hey, that was probably like top 5 biggest finesse out of her city. So to her, and that's hard. I fuck with that. What else? Yeah, straight up, cause hey, that take a little bit of intelligence, and you don't find too many intelligent bitches out here. So shout out to the intelligent women that's out here, you know what I'm saying? Being smart, working smarter and not harder, you feel me? So yeah.
Hey, YC, she wasn't that smart because the bitch put it on social media. So now they finna be coming after her dumb ass. She's finna lose her house and voucher.
I ain't saying she perfect. I ain't saying I'm just saluting the act of 3 bands, and she only got $100 voucher, so she get $2,900. Hey, hey.
I guarantee you, looking at her, she ain't saved none of that motherfucking money. That bitch finna be out of a fucking housing voucher and a nigga.
And see, that's the fucked up. That's why we need to teach financial literacy. People feel me, so they can know how to keep the money instead of spending the money and going broke. You feel?
All right, Tone Bone.
Bro. These hoes and shit got. And that's some of the dumbest shit. It's like niggas that run off on a plug. If you create a relationship, establish a good relationship, a motherfucker that's taking care of you like that to take better care of you if they can trust you. But a motherfucker rather like scheme on somebody for what would be pennies, because if a motherfucker giving you 3 bands, then a motherfucker can do a lot more for you. Like straight up. So it just shows you the mental capability of the young whore.
I concur.
All right, Teresa said, yes, sorry, and thank you. Well, please pass this blessing on to the next person. I really appreciate y'all, though. Trish said it's fire, and Asia says just popped in. What's the topic? It's right there at the it's floating across the screen, Asia. All right, go ahead, KJ.
So look, I want to go back to what Tone said. If he was paying $3,000 a month, he probably would have did anything for that woman. And I'm gonna go back to what Ricky said. I don't care who you're dealing with. If it's dealing with money, you need to be able to see some proof. Verify what you're doing. Check on, you should be able to inspect what you expect. Somebody wants you to help pay a bill, you need to see that bill. You know, this poor man, you know, done had money, you know, stole from him. You know, what could he have done with $3,000 a month? You know, and I bet you they house ain't. I bet you that's a bad interest rate house too. I bet you they paying so much in interest on a $3,000 house. They got to be like a $3,000 mean your house got to cost you about $600,000.
Boy, that house ain't cost no damn $600,000.
She got
I
a
know
voucher, nigga, for
if you paying
$100.
$3,000 a month on a house,
He's dumb. She finessed him.
she finessed him, right? But so you gonna blame the victim?
I'm definitely gonna blame
We
Hey,
him.
at
should all
some point,
feel
God.
sorry for this poor
$3,000.
man.
Listen,
Hey,
KJ,
you
if you're
Poor
said,
man.
spending
it says
$3,000
poor
a
man.
month, if you're spending $3,000 a month on rent, you could have had your own shit. You ain't have to live with that bitch. Because meaning you moved in with her.
Nah,
Meaning you
I get
moved
that.
in with her not knowing shit other than her telling you that her rent is $3,000. And I know you sent the motherfucking letters from the house authority. He's a dummy because that means he ain't paying attention to
Hey,
shit.
I agree with that.
I
It
done
still
been
don't
here.
change the fact. She, you know, still don't change the fact. You know, that's messed up. You know, because now you victim
It
blaming.
definitely changes the fact. He's stupid.
I didn't been put. I
You
done had that woo put on
blame
me before. I ain't paid 3,000. But that woo is a motherfucker, boy.
Well, the lesson
Angel
here
said, "What was
is
that?" And Angel
whoever you
said,
dealing
"Hold
with.
up, let me read this comment." Angel said, "Duh, yeah, she out of
Yeah,
pocket as fuck.
Angel right too.
She didn't
That
even
get you
have
hurt.
anything to show for it."
That can get you hurt.
Angel said that is messed up, and she said if she was from St. Louis, dude would have unalived
Oh
her.
yeah. We gonna.
Yeah,
I
dude,
don't
they
think we
still
heard any of that
unalive
stuff.
her. Listen, don't think it's
I
just
don't
St.
think we
Louis
heard
niggas
any of
out
that
here
stuff.
unaliving bitches. Niggas
You
is
know,
unaliving bitches everywhere.
no.
Yeah, it don't take a St. Louis
St.
nigga.
Louis.
I
Look,
ain't
Look,
nothing
I'm
the
alive
point
in
I'm
stand
this
gonna
up
make
for
bitch.
is
St.
this.
Louis men real quick. Don't put that jacket on St. Louis dudes like they just out here unaliving chicks for nothing, because that is not accurate
Oh, that ain't
information.
nothing. That ain't nothing.
No, that's
I
something.
said, don't put that jacket on them like St. Louis dudes just do this type of stuff.
That's
This is going
36,000 a
on
year.
everywhere, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
don't
Yeah, that's
listen. We got a lot of
36,000 a
stuff
year.
going on in the world, and Milwaukee just gonna have to take this L. Okay, y'all just got to take it.
All right,
Hey,
Stacy.
if you paying somebody bills, you need to see that bill. Don't trust them.
All right, Stacy, you on mute.
Is he done talking? Okay.
Thank you,
Yep.
Stacy.
I didn't
Thank
hear
you.
you.
I said thank you.
Okay. Yep. He definitely need to know what's going on. He should have been knowing what was going on from the first weekend. Like, if that's his woman, he should be in the know. So they definitely need to have some conversations to see what's going on. And moving forward, he needs to move on out. You know, she needs to lose those benefits. He can get his own, and she may be out the door and may need to stay with him. So let's see how that works. But definitely that's craziness. That
I
part.
bet money he stayed.
Angel
Hey, now I
said they
wonder.
are. I just saying it has been a lot of that happening here.
I wonder if women understand like shit like that can come back as karma for your son.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that
Anything can come
can
back as
come back
karma. So
on your kids.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, well, I say that in that sense to say because, like, what if your son was getting done that way?
Mm-hmm.
What if your son was paying rent? Like, how would you feel as a mother? I mean, you go always having that. Nah, get the fuck out of here. A mama
he a
be ready to
grown
go
ass
to war
man.
with a child.
He a grown ass man.
Well, that's
I mean,
true.
he make his own decisions. But again, you should teach your kids. I don't care, male or female. If your name ain't on it, don't put no money on it.
Hey, and
That
common
part.
sense ain't common.
And that's the reason why I said originally you should teach,
All
meaning
right.
that it's learned.
Let me go to this next topic. Let me post this picture on the screen while I read it so the people who listen to this tomorrow can know. So it's a picture of a woman showing her butt or whatever, you know, and some skeet clothing. So it says, the guy told her, I know them back shots go crazy. She said, excuse me, this disrespectful as fuck to say to a woman. He said, shorty, I was just giving you a compliment. She said, "How is that a compliment? That's inappropriate as fuck. You could have told me I was beautiful or something, but yet your focus is on my butt." He said you have your whole ass in the camera like that's what you want a nigga to look at. Y'all women post pictures like this, then get mad at the response of men. Stop posting thirst traps if you don't like the attention it comes with. She said, "Stop thinking with your dick and have respect for women. I don't know who the fuck raised you, but maybe they should have taught you it's more to a woman than her body." Why to take this? But what you think about this?
Hey, mate. Say, mate. Check this out. Hey, if you put on a red jacket, some red pants, and a red cowboy looking hat, basically a fireman suit outfit, I'ma think you a fireman. So she got on the outfit of a hoe. So guess what? Oh, you feel me? And that's how I'm gonna come to her. I'm approach her and talk to her like that. And she got some nerve to be gaslighting people out here, thirst trapping like bro say. And then when bro give her what she looking for, she act like she what bro say earlier, the victim. Now she victim blaming herself. Goddamn it! Fuck that bitch. Y'all.
Why see? So wearing a swimsuit is a whole attire. But she had on a one piece. So I'm just asking for clarification before I'm just asking.
Check.
Okay, so what should women wear to go swimming in?
What she was leading with. She
What
was
should
leading with the
women wear
ass.
to go swimming
And what
in?
happens when you lead with the ass? It get tooted up and it get dropped
That
off in
wasn't
your
the
bra.
question. That wasn't the question. The question was, what should women wear to go swimming in if you can't wear a swimsuit? According to you,
Islamic guard.
go to fucking sleep, wake up, and try it again tomorrow.
Well, go ahead, Ricky. You can take it there.
I do think that she was thirst trapping because you could have took a picture from the front. You could have took a picture where you were sitting down and it was just a face shot, and then they would compliment on your face. I get told all the times I take pictures like fat bitches because I take pictures from the neck up. I don't advertise, but if I do take a picture, it's just certain shit I can't hide. You're gonna see these fucking rolls, curves, speed bumps, dents, dimples, and every fucking thing else. I just can't hide that shit, but I don't take pictures where my ass is bending over or I'm sitting here advertising it. I can take a picture from the front, from the side. It doesn't matter. Somebody gonna be like, "You thick as fuck," and I'll be like, "I'm regular size." I don't understand it, but I don't take pictures like that. Females that do, but just because a female's taking a picture in her swimsuit, which I also think is stupid.
Hey, what's considered regular size? She's so funny. She said regular size.
I'm regular size. Fuck that. I'm regular size. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I don't understand females that take pictures in swimsuits and post it on social media and then get mad because dudes say shit about what they see from your swimsuit. That's stupid as fuck to me.
That's called gaslighting.
You again, you can call it whatever the fuck you want to. It's stupid.
Called manipulation.
You can call it whatever the fuck you want to. It's stupid. I don't see the relevancy in that. I don't see the relevant. I wouldn't do it. If I post a picture, you got to accept the good and the bad that comes along with it. People think that I'm like very mean until they actually get to know me and I'm nice, but a picture is worth 1,000 words. So what you put out there is what people is gonna perceive, regardless of if they know you or not. Because that's the first impression he got of you. Is them back shots go crazy? I hear that shit on a regular basis, and most of the time niggas don't even have enough dick to make it to the back shot. But that's a story for another day. But go ahead, continue. Moving on.
All right, Stacey, go ahead.
That part, why he wanna, give an opinion on it. He ain't got. Okay, so my thing is, yeah, she was doing the most. Come on now, we know she was trying to, I guess she was trying to get the comments about the ass, but then didn't take it right. So yeah, that's crazy on her part. Like, don't show the ass if you don't want the ass to be talked about. That part. So one piece or not, dudes gonna always put their eyes there first if you swagging it that way, So I think she was wrong on that part about getting on him about her ass when that's clearly what she was trying to show.
All right, Tone Bone.
Hey, can I say something real quick before you go, Tom? I just want to say for the record, he just was not the dude that she was doing it for. That's all. Go ahead.
Hey, my mama. The right nigga would have responded. She wouldn't have said shit in it.
That part.
Um. Hey, bro, look. It's gonna sound like I'm you hear me, and maybe I am. Hey, bro, I'm sick of bitches, bro. Like straight up, bro. Like it's a lot of contradiction, a lot of hypocrisy, lack of accountability. That community need to go back to school. Like for real, like motherfuckers is retarded or something, guy. Like for real, like what the fuck you expect? Like YC say, bro. If you got a fucking red suit and shit on, you're a fireman. If you walking around, goddamn, in a trench coat on and shit, people gonna think you Caliban. Like, to where the thing is, it's not like what Ricky. It's not what you wearing, right? It's how you wearing it. You hear me? Cause just cause a motherfucker got on a goddamn trench coat don't mean they Caliban. But if it's hot as fuck outside, on my mama, like what the fuck you got the shirt on for? Ain't it? I mean,
So said
the shit.
Columbine.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about, man.
No, I know you was right. I ain't even think about that's deep. You
Hey,
said that
hey,
you
hey,
said they
hey, for real, it's in the
Columbine.
sense of how you wearing it. Then a lot of women be on that shit. Treat me like a lady. You gotta act like this shit, bro. Like for real, hoes need to be treated like hoes. Cause the moment you treat a hoe like a lady, the bitch try to take advantage.
Mm.
Like straight up.
Bro, I just had an epiphany, bro. Like today, I be in love with hoes, bro. That's my problem, bro. I love hoes.
Man,
What wrong with me, bro? I
I
don't know,
gotta
bro. I think that's why I can't find true love, bro.
on my
I
mama,
swear to God.
and the ones that probably care for me, my dumb ass overlook them. And then go
Crazy.
with
It's
these
crazy.
and then go with these. I'm telling you, bro.
It's
These
crazy.
bitches, they starting to piss. I'm telling you, guys, look.
Why do I love ain't shit bitches, bro? Fuck wrong with me, bro?
Man, we gotta go to rehab or something, guys.
I swear to God, bro.
Yeah, I think it's crazy, bro. This nigga KJ told us it's her beauty, not her booty. Uh, Trish says, I think she wasn't feeling him. May respond differently to someone she was interested in. Go ahead, KJ.
So, look, I got 4 daughters. And what she could have took that picture differently, and she is naive if she thinks that that's how, guys are going to respond, and I say that now, like when I go out, I feel sorry for some of y'all younger brothers. It's hard to separate the women, back in the 90s, you could tell the ones that was trying to be wifey, they dressed a little bit different. Now, a lot of women out here, they got on like lingerie and they got on different stuff. And I don't mind it, but just know you not giving off wifey, and so you're gonna get approached that way. She could have had a little wrap on, like Ricky said, she could have been dressed differently. There's ways, and it should have been a front picture. And he might have said, "You look beautiful," in that,
Instead of
she could have
saying
made
them
up
back
that look
shots
beautiful.
must be crazy.
Yeah, so as a
Word to
woman,
my mother, B.
and like I tell my daughters, you're gonna get treated like how you present yourself. Now, somebody might be an asshole right off the rip, and say something that you don't like, but you can shut that stuff down, versus when you out here with everything out, and like you said, talking about I'm a lady, well, you gotta dress like that too. You gotta present yourself that way, so that's my message.
All right, we got another picture. Let me put this on the screen for the people listening to the audio. Then let me read this. All right, it says, hold on. Woman says a man refused to help her because she turned him down. It's it's the dude in my complex who's trying to talk to me right, but I don't never pay him no mind for real. So while I'm struggling trying to bring in some groceries, a case of water, and keep my son from running down the street, right? And he gonna say, "See, this why you need a man." I said, "Well, can you maybe help me right quick?" Yeah, why this nigga gonna say, "Nah, not me. I tried to be the man you needed. I washed my hands of you last time I said hi. Why did I drop the case of water and they start rolling everywhere?" And he gonna look at me and tell me I should call my baby daddy. All right, so Bone, I'm gonna let you take.
Sometimes karma instant as fuck.
And my mama, that was like, it's a way to look. It's a way to tell people you don't want to talk to them. I know some people when be like niggas don't live. I feel you. I feel my mama. You know what I mean? Do as you may, but it's a way to do shit, and then understand how shit may come back when you acting ugly. You know what I mean? Like straight up, like such as life sucks to be her.
This sounds some sucks to be her. All right, why to the?
Oh man, shit. Like, so what? Run it by me again. Like she.
So I guess she turned him down, and then she needed help with her water. He like, shit, you ain't holler at me, so fuck you. Let the motherfucker roll down the street, basically.
Funny. That's funny as hell. Straight up. Well, that's the life she manifested for herself, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like what you make it, mother.
KJ, can you hit me? You on mute if you're talking, KJ. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wonder, I'm gonna get the benefit of the doubt. Was he trying to holler at her? She should have known better. I'm gonna say she should have known, and I'm glad she posted it, and I hope she understand, the laugh behind it, depending upon their circumstance, it could have been different, but evidently she must have dissed him or really played him south, that he was like, you know what? He probably laughed his ass off sawing them bottles roll.
Hella funny.
Yeah.
All right, Ricky.
Hey, again, karma be instant as fuck sometimes. They say treat people how you want to be treated. You sat there and ignored that man when he was trying to holler at you, even from saying hi. That just lets me know that you don't have basic manners. Then you have the audacity to ask a motherfucker that you was being stuck up and rude to for help. Bitch, you crazy. I'd have sat there and watched your ass too.
Hella funny.
I'd have sat there and watched your ass too. And when them bottles rolled, I probably would have kicked a couple. Because that's the type of pity I am.
Damn.
And you should call your baby daddy, because that nigga could at least watch his son while you over there trying to take the groceries up the motherfucking flights of stairs. Bitch, move in a place with an elevator or live on the first floor.
Yeah, crazy. All right, Stacy. Yeah.
It just kind of depends on how she was moving. If she was rude to him, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes no matter what, like if you don't want to holler at somebody, they keep bothering you, you got a bugaboo, it still pays to be nice. You never know when you may need some help, like she just did, but if she was rude to him and, that's what she get. I would have, like Ricky said, kicked some of the bottles of water down the steps, down wherever, down the street, whatever. I remember, I have a story. It was some toilet paper rolling down this girl, she was so mean. And like she dropped her, like the toilet tissue rolls like opened up or whatever. And I couldn't stand her. And so her toilet tissue started falling out the pack, rolling down the street. Mm-hmm. I just laughed and watched them roll. And I said, well, it looks like she's going to have to go wipe her ass with something else. But no, I'm sorry.
That was funny.
All right.
It's called entitlement.
We got this. The next time, I think you said this in tone. Boom.
Women have no idea where they stand in relation to men. Women can't see themselves. You can't see that your value goes down dramatically as you compete with other women to give up all your value. You actually knock your value down. Mm-hmm. And then when you get in these relationships, you become a headache in these relationships because the ego is so big. You think you're the prettiest person in the world, and then you got the nastiest attitudes and you're selfish. And then the men, even if they wanted to play this monogamy game, women make it hard for men to even be monogamous. You make it hard for a man to not want to look at another woman, because at the end of the day, a man's natural habit is to look at other women, is to pursue multiple women. If he gonna play the monogamous game, ma'am, you got to give a very good reason why he wouldn't look at another woman, because his natural instinct is to. Women give men a million reasons to look elsewhere with their attitudes.
All right, Tone, I was gonna say, Tone, I was gonna say, how you go? Go leave on this old. All right, why to the take that one?
All right, yeah, man, it's kind of like what Tone was saying, man. A lot of, like 95% of women need to go to therapy because they don't have accountability. They be on that manipulative, gaslighting type of behavior, like old girl, you know what I'm saying? Thirst trapping mofos, leading with an ass, and then when she get what come with doing that type of behavior, she acts surprised. Oh my God, man, straight up, because I dealt with that in past situations with females, you know what I'm saying, throwing rocks out in their hand. You know what I'm saying? Acting like they ain't did nothing. And then when they finally get you to get a little frustrated or say something negative, they point the finger like, aha! Now I got a reason to be even more fucked up and be myself type shit. And niggas don't be trying to deal with that shit, bro. We be like, damn, bro. And you know what I'm saying? That's why the devil knew who to go to first in the Garden of Eden. That's why he went to that bitch Eve. And he lied and told her, and check this out, she bit that mofo. No, she couldn't just go to hell by herself. She had to take somebody with her. And what she do? She take, like old bro say, the victim earlier, $3,000 dude. She take a nigga down like she take a nigga down like that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? She just had to take that shit to Adam, and then, you know, we in love with the pussy because, you know, it's something God put in us just to make us go at the pussy, and it's shit just mind control type shit. So we like, of course, bitch, you got the pussy. God bless me with you. Let me eat the apple. And yeah, so niggas don't be trying to deal with no manipulative. Like after the truth come to the light, like, damn, this bitch ain't shit. This ain't shit bitch. We be like, damn, ain't nobody trying to wife no ain't shit
Ricky
bitch, but we
Face
be
is
trying to
killing me.
work it out with that. But the bitch ain't shit. So damn, bro, that shit crazy, bro.
Ricky
I
Face is
swear
killing me.
to God, bro. Man, it's
I
real
ain't said
to feel. But yeah, she wasn't lying. She wasn't lying.
I'm looking at Ricky Face, bro.
I'm glad this is so amusing.
Oh my God. Spooky said, what we talking about? Toe Bone.
I ain't said nothing, and don't be over here trying to free
Oh
case
my
me.
God.
I said absolutely nothing.
No, that's the way you looking. Toe Bone. Oh, this nigga Toe Key. How did they leave it on his top?
That nigga got metro reception right now.
Go ahead, Ricky.
I agree to an extent. It is females out here like that. I also believe that I don't think that men are just made that way to do this shit. Men make that decision, just like they make decisions to do everything. It's a choice. I do think if you are that type of female where you're not bringing peace to said man or whatever it is, fuck peace, whatever it is that he's looking for. If he's looking for toxic, if you're not bringing him toxicity, whatever it is that man that you're with is looking for, if you're not bringing it to him, he's going to definitely look for those things in other women. Some dudes just ain't shit, and that's just what they going to do. Look for shit just because. Just so that they can be like, I had you type shit. Some people are like that, men and women. And women can be very manipulative. And I didn't even realize that I was as manipulative as I am, but I'm very good at what I do.
You're doing it now.
I'm very good.
We watching you do it right now.
I'm just saying, listen, if I wanted something, it's very easy for me to get it. And I don't have to do much to get it.
We see.
I understand that aspect of it. I don't have to turn it on for y'all because y'all ain't nobody. But just saying.
You just tried to do us.
No, I didn't try to do y'all. No, like in all seriousness, I get where she was going,
Right,
but
right. She out here
people,
Jedi mind tricking people.
Hey, Smokey said Ricky out here Jedi mind tricking people.
I ain't got a Jedi mind trick people. Look, Ricky just that kind of dope ass person where a motherfucker gonna do it just because Ricky a dope ass fucking person. It's just that simple. I can't make you do shit. You still gonna make the decision at the end of the day to do it. So that's on you because you ain't got that goddamn mind control over your damn self where you let her come in motherfucking manipulate your dumb ass. That's on you. So don't blame me because you
Cold
decide
game out here.
it is. It is. It is. It's literally all a game. But listen, I don't be playing with people because I don't want people playing with me. Because I am a hopeless romantic at heart. I'm also a thug at heart too. I'm like an old Republican white man too. So just keep all of that shit in mind.
I'm like an old Republican white man.
Yeah, that mean that. Listen, we can talk whatever. I can be that nigga, or I can be that girl. Like you, depending on how you are, it's gonna depend on what you get out of me. I'm big on reciprocation, but listen, you can't be slicker than me.
All right,
What you
Tom
saying,
Brown.
Ricky? Hold on,
No,
don't
bro,
stop. What you saying, Ricky?
comment on your topic before you fall off again.
That was it. I said what I said. You can't be
What
slicker
does
than
that
me.
mean? Oh, break that down. What does that mean?
I'm a reflection of you. That's what it means. Don't ever think that you got one off because I already knew, and I was 10 steps ahead of you because y'all motherfuckers be playing checkers and I be
And
over
then,
there.
look, you ain't even did it. She ahead of you. God, she ahead of us. You heard her. She cheated before.
Boogie
She even
said so
thought she was
good.
cheating.
We don't even know you making us make the decision, Ricky.
First off, Smuggy, quit telling people because now you're gonna have people thinking this stuff for real. Listen, I'm a good girl. I don't be doing none of that stuff no more. I used to though. I used to. I don't do it no
Used
more.
to mean like a month ago.
All right, Tom, go ahead,
Like
Tom.
2 months ago.
Go
Nah,
ahead,
hey,
Tom.
look, hey, check this out. I just be trying to help women not get cheated on.
So they
Like,
should cheat first. I'm just asking.
should women cheat
Right.
first?
I'm
Why?
just
What?
asking because you
No,
said you're trying to
no.
help them not get cheated on. So I'm asking if they should cheat first.
That'll get you left or fucked up, even worse.
I'm just asking.
Like, no, like chill out with
Oh,
that. That shit's stupid. Um, nah, cause like for real, you gotta understand like just the woman you are and how you come off. You know, like you say, motherfucker turn to a headache. It's that ego. You know, I don't even understand how a prideful being, I mean, a emotional being, got ego and pride anyway. That's like a war within yourselves. Like y'all confused anyway. Like to
Oh,
where if
here we go. Bullshit.
here we go with this bullshit station.
I'm listening.
Alright.
Stacey.
Hey, nah. Jesus take the wheel. Hey, check this out.
Jesus, take the
As far as cheating goes, I ain't never met a person that told me they was cheating on it or I'd done it and I felt like I didn't have a reason to. So take it like you want to take it and say leave and do all this other shit. Then leave when you find out I cheat. I don't know. But yeah.
Boogie said, side note, Tone, a dope ass rapper.
Hey, I'm on one of the coldest.
All right, KJ.
All right, so I want to go back. So sometimes we forget that men and women, we are animals. You know, we're just domesticated. We think differently. In our DNA is built to do different things. Men are going to try to have sex with women. Women, your DNA is supposed to make you try to find the most suitable match that can take care of the kids you're supposed to be having. Your natural attraction is going to always be to some type of provider. Now,
My natural attraction is to get some dick too. So what is you talking about?
well, see,
What?
I'm just trying to understand where he going with this.
okay, let me say 99% of the animals out there in the world that's having sex, they doing it because they want to have a baby so they can reproduce. That's 99% of the organisms. We're domesticated. You know, just like for example, I was going to ask you, Ricky, Is this a cultural thing? You know, like you said, you see a lot of women from different cultures and different backgrounds. You know, are they cheating the same way that American women have been taught that it's okay to cheat and to be a certain way?
No, they don't be cheating, but they men have multiple women and multiple wives, and they act. Here's the difference. I hate to do the cultural thing, right? I really hate to do the cultural
This
thing.
matters. It's important.
The cultural thing in most other ethnicities, they actually take care of all of their wives equally. All of their wives have a house. All of their wives know about each other. These are things that happen in our culture. For whatever reason, motherfuckers don't know how to do the basics of being honest and saying, hey, I want you and this person. They'd rather take that decision away from you to be like, okay, I'm cool with that, and do it anyway. That's the problem. So I hate to do the cultural thing where people be like, it's a lot of females that'll be okay with that.
Well, the truth is the truth, though. We trying to address the truth. So the culture matters.
The truth is, in our culture, is not an option that's given.
Right.
Dudes will be like, because I want you, I'll lie to you to get what I want from you. And then once you're not okay with it and you find out what my true motives are, then you're not willing to deal with me because you're not on the same type of shit that I'm on.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
the thing that I can say about YC, he always be honest, like, hey, I want multiple bitches, whatever. And bitches gonna be okay with that. And they're like, hey, he's up front with this. Then you might get a KJ that be like, I just want you. But in reality, KJ don't just want you. KJ want you and KJ want this person. But KJ not being honest, saying that, hey, I want both of y'all. KJ playing you and playing that person because he's only being honest to himself. And that's the issue in our culture because it's not an option that's given most of the time. I'm not saying that people don't always give it. Most of the time, it's not an option that's given.
No, right. It's not an option. It's frowned upon. It's unfortunately it's frowned upon where it really could solve a big problem, you know, that we have. I got more to say on this, but I'll stop right now. Ricky did a good job.
Chris says, how about no one cheat and we just communicate when we about to smash someone else?
Again, Chris, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But the problem
Did he say he says I'm a great communicator. Hey babe, I got one lined up. Put dinner in the fridge.
Hey,
listen, that's all fine and dandy, Chris. The issue is if she gives you that same energy, you wouldn't be able to handle that.
Right.
You would not be okay with it.
And that's the problem. I want the lady out there smashing nobody else.
Randy says we cheat because we don't want to hurt y'all feelings with constructive criticism, and y'all can't take brutal honesty. And if we leave, y'all still gonna be mad. So we have no choice.
That's why
that's Jody from Baby Boy right there.
That's why it's best to tell whoever you living like that on day one. You gotta tell whoever you rocking with day one you living like that, so you won't be springing nothing on somebody when they all feeling for you. Day one, I'm living like this. So, and if a woman do try to live like me, because hey, men and women are two different things. We wire completely different, and that's what's wrong with a lot of women try to do the shit we do and get the results that we get, and they. But
who the fuck beat me?
A man live like that, hey man, come straight out the gate, bruh. Tell her you living like that, you not monogamous, and if give her a choice, cause that's how you stay in the right. It's always best to be in the right. So give the ain't shit bitch a choice or the good woman a choice, and tell her you living like that if you living like that, cause you ain't gotta live like that. But I'm living like
that.
Okay.
Who alarm going off?
I got some more thing, but Chris said, right, animals ain't supposed to be smashing for multiple rounds and doing 69 and shit. Sex should be 5 to 7 minutes, 2 positions max, then get off me. Smuggy said, Chris Mosley, because some people can't be open about what they want. They scared. Randy says that most females arrogant, think they so irresistible. So when he do cheat, it mentally fucks them up.
Fuck they mind all the way over.
It do fuck them up because the issue why it fucks them up is because again, he led with this. He was this type of person, and he wanted this.
I'll be getting
that's
it
the
though.
Reason why it fucked them up. But
bitches
for me,
be
it don't
lying
really
anyway.
be fucking me up. It don't be fucking me up because I already be knowing.
And then
bitches be lying anyway.
He said, "YC is preaching." Go ahead.
Go ahead, Stacey. Here goes a side question.
No
then
side questions. Let Stacey go and then side question.
if women sleeping with multiple men,
We're
do
just
that
gonna let
change
him
them?
have the floor. We're just gonna let him take the show.
What you say, KJ?
I said on the same topic because we talked about this before. Do women if women sleeping with multiple men, does that change them?
All right, go ahead, Stacey.
That's an abomination.
Chris said now Ricky preaching. No, and he said now. I mean, Chris said now Ricky preaching. Go ahead, Stacey.
I think he wanted a. Was that a question, KJ? Did you want to answer? Was you looking
Yeah,
for it?
yeah, yeah. It
Oh,
was related to the topic.
somebody want to answer his question?
It's a woman.
I answered the
Ricky.
question. Define change her because it depends on how what you mean by change her.
Well, so we've been hearing lately that if a woman that they lose that ability to attach to be a good mate, that once they setting it out to everybody, they don't know how not to because they lose that ability to pair bond with
They
that
pair
one
bond you with
mate.
everybody. Listen, some women just is for
Right.
everybody, and that's okay. It's gonna forever be them kind of females out here, just like it's gonna be men out here like that. I'm saying I don't think that it changes them because they could have been who they were all along. People are scared to be who they really are, and some women like to be really promiscuous like that, and that's just who they are. It's been hoes since the beginning of time. It's been prostitutes since the beginning of time. I'm just saying it has always forever been that way. And with that being that way, then you have to understand that some females are just going to be that way. And you have to be okay with them being that way. Some females like high body counts like dudes. They're okay with that. Some females aren't. It just depends on the person that you're vetting. Now, if you keep getting the same, you keep running into the same kind of person over and over and over and over and over again. You know how the saying go, 1,000 fishermen ain't gonna tell the same lie. So at some point, you got to look at yourself and be like, damn, it's me. Because y'all always, let me not say y'all, folks are always quick to say, you chose this person. At the same instance, you chose all of the people that you've been with, which shapes who you are, because every experience is going to change you and make you feel a little different. It's some people that I had relations with that I look at now and I'm disgusted because I'm like, nigga, you shouldn't have never touched me a day in your life. But I'm just saying, every encounter you have with a person is going to shape and change who you are. You change every day. You ain't the same person you were yesterday. You might think you are, but you ain't.
All right, go ahead, Stacey.
Just like YC always saying, there's what he say? What you say, YC, about the ain't shit bitches? There's a lot of ain't shit niggas, okay? So that's just what it is, and why do they want to say because the women have an attitude, I cheated. What the fuck? It's just because you are ain't shit nigga. That's what you are. And you try to make excuses and it don't flow. But yeah, when you want to vibe with somebody, you want to be out in the
Anybody
street.
blaming somebody else for why they did something is insane. That is a lack of accountability,
That part.
and they
That
should check
part.
themselves before they wreck themselves.
That part right there, talking about because she had an attitude. She had a motherfucking attitude because you didn't treat her right. That part.
Like
But
you
anyway,
made me do this. Like ain't nobody make you do nothing. Only
So
time
so so
somebody
people
can
can't
make you
influence
do
you to do
something
nothing.
is make you smoke
so
their ass if they tried you.
so anyway, just like
What
I
to the
said,
toast said people can't influence you. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Stacey's doing her turn.
just like I said, there's a lot of ain't shit niggas out here. Like people want to say ain't shit bitches. Okay, there's a lot of niggas like that needs to go learn something, a thing or two, and learn how to be better. So yep, that part.
Chris said, "Man, be scared of a woman's reaction to what we say. Our mamas accidentally taught us to be scared of women." I already read that. Hold on, I'm going down to the other. Chris said, "Hold on, why these comments over here tripping like that? This Chris said, being honest is like being in sales. You're gonna get a lot of hell no's when it comes to what you want from a woman, but them few yeses gonna have you happy as fuck." Randy said it ain't surprising when a woman cheat. They human with flaws, just like us. Cheating ain't a gender trait. And Smuggy says some for the streets, but if you were before, doesn't mean they can't move to not being that. All right, good discussion. Let me go to this.
Why we always gotta have sex discussions though? Like, dang. This turned into a hoot. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was on them. All right. Next topic. Here we go.
I think that that women are we get genetically modified.
How is that?
And I think that women, and here's my theory, and I could be completely wrong, and the internet probably gonna destroy me for this, but I think women that have more than 2 baby daddies usually have some sort of mental illness.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, because you're getting genetically modified too much. I think, okay, so this is what I know. Every time you get pregnant, right, there's stem cells that come from that baby, and them stem cells end up behind your eyes and your brain and your heart and your lungs and stuff and help your organs heal while the baby taken from you. And those stem cells will always stay with you, right? So that means that man is always in you. And that is why, the Bible says you will only desire your husband. Correct. This is why you gotta use condoms, because that baby better get up inside you, and the uterus is very porous, much like the mouth, right? So when anything goes up in there, it automatically the uterus starts to absorb it. It starts going through the vaginal walls and all that, and the blood it gets into the bloodstream, right? And so
you know, people read stuff a lot, and they misconstrue it so it can fit the narrative that they trying to. I'm just saying. She said it. And I just want to know your thoughts on it.
Hey, Ricky.
Yeah, come back to me. I'm on a call.
Okay. KJ, what was your thoughts on
I just asked the question. That's all. This is what I was just talking about, right? And I'm gonna add one more thing. I'm gonna add one more thing. And you also can't tell me that when a woman has multiple men, multiple baby daddies, that there isn't something in her mind because those men also left her. So how does she get along with another man without thinking you're gonna leave me too at some point?
Well, her daddy left her. The fuck, like this stuff stemmed way before her getting with a man. This stems from how she grew up. Everybody grows up different, so that it's a lot of factors that go into this. And I'm not gonna go all science on y'all. Like, I'm just not about to do that tonight because I'm not on the clock, and that shit that people pay for. Okay.
I think me and Ricky would have a great toxic relationship.
I think no.
You use great and toxic in the same.
Right, it'll be the best of both worlds.
Listen, Ricky is definitely not her, because you would have Ricky so fucked up. I don't care how tall you think you is, you would have Ricky so fucked up. I just want you to understand that, so I'm putting this shit out there in.
We're gonna have to make a skit or something. We're gonna have to do a skit.
We can do a whole lot of skits, but you would have me so fucked up in the skit too, just for the record. Now, moving back to this topic, that she's saying that people are genetically modified. Shit, you gonna get genetically modified from the stem cells that they putting in the fucking food. This shit stems from so much other stuff, from the water that we drinking, from the stuff.
Hey, Ricky.
What?
Hey, Ricky, you gotta read this. Chris said, "Hey Ricky, what year was you letting undeserving dudes smash? I'm gonna hop in this time machine."
Back in the 99 and the 2000. Back when Juvie was telling me back when Luke was saying pop that pussy. Back then.
Man, y'all is tripping on this show, God.
Yeah, right, Chris. Listen, I'm not gonna do this with you today because we're gonna keep going back and forth. Like, hey, look, I fucks with you, Chris, but quit fucking with me, Chris.
Oh, that was nice, Chris. That was nice.
I don't even know how we got here. How did we get here? No, let's circle back. Why see you see what the fuck you done put out in the universe?
Yeah, bro.
No, for real. Back to this fucking genetically modified because you had a baby shit. Yes, you genetically modified. You had a whole fucking human growing inside of you.
Type shit.
Of course you genetically modified. They cut that motherfucker out. You pushed it out. You got stretched out. Your organs ain't in the normal places. Everything is genetically modified. I just want y'all to know that Sirius reading my text messages, and I'm over here laughing like a motherfucker because this shit is hilarious. But
oh my god,
we really are genetically modified from everything. I do think that there's some truth in that. I have not done a whole lot of stem cell research to be like she is accurate or inaccurate because that is not my department. That is not the shit that Ricky does.
Ricky has done. Nobody make you do anything. And Trish said mental illness is like PTSD, dealing with them exes for a reason.
This is true, but not true. Like I don't get PTSD from my exes because like all my exes live in Texas. Like I'm now, but for real, we cool.
My
exes are cool for the most part, right? Because even though we didn't work out, we was cool beforehand, and because I truly want to see people happy. So just because I truly want to see you happy, I want people to truly be happy, and I'm gonna root for you. You wasn't the person for me at that time, and it might be a different time that we might be together. But I'm not holding on to we might be together. I'm holding on to you being happy with whoever that person is out in the universe. Because there's so many people out in the universe. I be out here fucking putting applications out. So if somebody want to go ahead on a date my kids' people, I would gladly appreciate it because I'm looking for a stepmama for them.
Hey, Blue said, I was always against the multiple baby daddy, baby mama thing. It's just all around messy and ghetto. And Chris says, once again, love this show. So glad y'all keep this going. Salute, Chris. Salute.
Chris, when your next show? Inbox me.
All right, Tone Bone.
I don't know. That shit sound like it makes sense.
Look, said that shit sound like it makes sense.
Shit, I mean, I don't know. I said that shit before. Remember I said that they bitches be letting different niggas busting them and be different niggas fighting inside they mental be all crazy and shit. Like for real, and it be like that. It be the women that with multiple baby daddies, but that be the most delusional. They be the most. They be straight thinking like they straight like.
First off, I rebuke that shit.
The most delusional, like they be like these bitches be thinking they Holly Berries in real life. You hear me? And be like Gangsta Boo.
Damn, I think I'm just Ricky.
Yeah,
I'm just playing.
Yeah,
I'm just playing.
But see, you know, a lot of times people don't understand what they are.
Hold on. Why, Twitter? What's your thoughts on this?
Hey man, shoot, I think it's like I was saying earlier about shit, like the dudes that don't be keeping it up front and they get heartbroken by the shit dudes be on type shit. They try to live like a dude, and when they get them dude results, they can't handle that shit either. They feel all used and even more fucked up, so they'll go back to the dude that they say made them do the shit in the first place. You made me cheat, girl. Ain't nobody make your ass cheat, but they don't like them results that come with that shit. Trying to live like a man, but besides that, I'm pretty sure I ain't the only one that agree to this. Tiffany Haddish ain't on Earth all the way. She kind of nuts.
I agree.
I be liking them kind of girls. It's crazy. That's what's wrong with me, bro. She got her own everything. This, car, house, career. And I'll be like, okay, yeah, you got it together. Then you get to know that bitch nuts. This bitch damn, so that's why I can comment left. So you just gotta take what she's saying with a grain of salt. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about that.
All right, Stacy.
I'm gonna pass on this one. I'm sorry, I didn't get to really look at it.
All right.
She basically said women was getting genetically modified because the stem cells left from having a kid changes their brain and makes them a little more fucked up. And if you got multiple men up there, then you didn't turn it to multiple fucking
Don't
people.
they be using stem cells and shit though? Like they be selling that shit?
Yeah, they use stem cells to get to other people. Like if you don't ever need a blood transfusion, because now you a whole nother fucking person according to her.
For real? See, that's that shit. That's why it makes sense. That's why it makes sense. That's some bullshit.
Well, just like they say, you are who you sleep with. Like you become, if you sleep with a lot of people. You're taking on their spirits and things. So, but that has nothing to do with genetics. That's crazy. The lady crazy. That's all I want to say. But just know that you can combine spirits. You know, for real.
Yeah.
So
And
be
they go for
careful.
men too, though.
Yeah, be careful who you with. Like
Yeah.
for real, all these women that YC love, you know, all these ain't shit bitches, you know, all them spirits.
I know.
All them spirits is all intertwined, and you got it all.
That's why
You know
I say
what I'm saying?
prayed up. I be praying every day, all
Well,
day. I
you
swear
need to
God.
pray that God send you the right one and not the ain't shit bitches. You know that part.
Every
I
real.
know, Stacy.
Being a
He
better
say he be praying every day. Boy, you gonna have to sage or something because you got some ain't shit bitch spirit in you.
You got
like
a lot
an
of
ain't shit bitch magnet.
Hey, you gotta go through shit to get wise.
Hey, Trisha said, in the words of Yvette, if I'm crazy, it's because you made me this way, Jody.
Ah,
Hey.
damn. See, point proved.
Hey, my mama, because hey, I swear, bro. Hey, look, I swear, I just talked. I had this conversation with my uncle the other day. I said, hey, man, women be so smart when they be like single. They be doing so much shit. You hear me? Then they get in a relationship and just get dumb, bro. They don't know what they want to eat. They don't know where they want to
Why women
go.
never point the finger this way?
Like
Always
real, bro.
this. Why
Like when
women
you be
always
like when
they
Hey,
females be
listen,
never,
I know
single.
where I want to
never
eat. I
pointed
know where
this
I
way?
want to
It's
go.
always
And
that
When
way.
females be single, bro, it's like, oh my mama, like they
Always
y'all
that
y'all
it's
made
they
it,
start
bro.
putting y'all niggas first. Listen, ladies, they sitting here telling y'all keep yourself first. Because the one thing that I have learned and I've seen on social media a whole lot of
that
times,
part.
it
That
was
cooking shit
a
right
post
there.
that said if your gal cheated on you, would you take her back? And every dude
Fuck
said
no.
hell to the motherfucking no.
You've been tainted.
Every
You got
dude
another
said
And
nigga.
what
hell
You got
have
to the
you
another.
no.
back?
Listen,
You
But
ladies,
got
what have
another
you
nigga
back?
inside of you.
hey titties.
every dude said no, and it was over
You got the
200 plus
DNA. Now you took
comments on
another
her.
nigga
Listen,
DNA.
if the man not gonna take you back after you cheat, bitch, leave at the first sign of him cheating. Don't try to make it work. Don't listen to his boo-hoos. I know the economy hard, but bitch, go sell some coochie and make up for that. I'm not promoting prostitution, but I'm saying it's a market for the
Oh
shit. I
my
said.
God. Yeah,
I'm
crazy.
just saying, leave bitches.
All right, man. Let me go to this.
Oh gang.
We go to this next topic.
It is okay to know when to give up. You know, for the longest time growing up, never give up, never give up, never give up. Well, sometimes you have to give up. Sometimes you have to give up on people. If you're ever going toward a goal, you keep going toward that goal, and only you will know when you need to stop. But sometimes you need to give up on people because it's not because you don't care. Because of course you care. That's why you keep trying to hold on to this person. But you have to give up on people because they don't care. And if they don't care, then there's nothing that you could do. And if you continue to try to hold on to this person, you're going to get hurt. So give up. Give up on that person. Because they don't care. They just don't.
All right, why to the?
Nah, why could have been going first for a long
My
time?
nigga is destroyed on the inside, bro. That nigga is going through it, bro. Yeah. My nigga is like, give
Stupid,
you
bro.
should have been gave up, but hey, that shit, I feel him to a certain extent.
Oh my
Like,
God.
it got a lot of nuance to it, bro. Straight up, I feel him to a certain extent, but you can't give up on your kids, man. You feel? You can't give up on like the people that's in your inner circle,
Oh
bro.
my God.
Cause check this out. Let he who has not sinned cast the first stone. You feel me? So basically, I'm just saying you gotta give grace. But I understand, bro. Like nigga, I gave grace, nigga. My niggas say they still fuck me over after the grace. So I feel them to a certain extent. So yeah, people that you just gotta weigh what you can live with and what you see yourself living like in the future type shit. Like if you want to get rid of this mofo, imagine yourself in the future, and if you cool with that, get rid of that mofo, because that's what life about. A lot of people be stressed because they attached to the wrong shit and the wrong things and the wrong people. And people need to learn how to detach themselves once they are aware that they are attached to some fuck shit. And that take work and time and effort, you feel me? And not pointing the finger, you feel me? The other way, you gotta point it inside type shit. But long story short, yeah, man, yeah. Bang.
Ricky Baker.
I get this and I suffer from this, right? Because I think that I can save people that I shouldn't be trying to save. People will attach themselves to you because of your aura or just because for whatever fucking purpose that they attaching to you. And they will drain you. Literally drain everything out of you. I literally yesterday just made a stat that said you are first for everybody, but you are last to them. Stop doing that. Treat people accordingly. Fuck this shit. Listen, life too short for me to always be Captain Sableho. I can't always save you. I can't always be there for you. I can't grow myself so thin that I don't have nothing left for me because it's going to everybody else. I never cut anybody off unless you just did some extra fuck shit, then you gotta go. I always leave hope that one day we'll get back to that place, wherever that is. And if I can't help a person, I'm going to help them. If I feel like you need it more than me, I'm going to give it because that's just the type of person that I am. But you got to have healthy boundaries with it. And I didn't know what them was because I kept moving my boundaries to accommodate other people. It took a long time for me to get to this point where I'm okay with telling people no or I can't do something. I used to suffer from guilt from telling people no because I'm like, damn, you really could have. You could have did this and this to make sure that they good. But why am I trying to help you more than you trying to help yourself? I can't help you or want it more than you do. I need you to help yourself and want it more than I do for you. I'm supposed to be here to root you on, to cheer you on, to help you out. I can't be here to do everything for you. I could build the wall for you because I know bricklaying, but I'm saying I got to give you the tools to build that bitch yourself. I'm here as supporting cast, not as the main player. So I 100% get the letting people go part. I just don't agree with, like, I couldn't have it on my conscience that I didn't do everything in my power to help a person and then some shit happened. Now I'm left with the guilt of, damn, I coulda, shoulda, woulda. I don't want to deal with that. When somebody not here no more, whatever the case is, I want to be left with I did everything I could possibly do for this person. All I got is good memories. All I got is good this. And when I pass away, y'all bitches better not have shit negative to say. Not y'all bitches, but just people in general.
All right. Trish says, I feel that Ricky 100. Go ahead, Stacey.
Ricky, just what you said. I just made a message, sent somebody a message last night. Yeah, saying like, hey, time out. Like, we're so quick to jump to their needs and help them out to where we forget about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And while they're not putting us number one, but we're making them number one. So it's time out, you know? So sometimes, yeah, you have to let that person go, especially if they just continue to just use you or gravitate towards you, making you feel like or feel guilty that you're not doing something for them or whatever. It's time out. Put yourself first and let everything else go. And then, hey, if they're in the plan, you can line them up or whatever, but don't never put anyone before you. It's time out, that part.
All right, Tom, before you go and read this, Hurst Dirk said, what's going on with this generation of women? Why they can't keep a man? I feel any woman with more than 2 baby fathers have a mental illness. Videos telling women to give up is the reason they be over 35 and single, which is diabolical. Go ahead, Tom.
He better be under 30 talking this shit.
Hey, nah, hey, look,
With no kids.
I agree with his comment to a certain extent, but look, on the other shit, right? The letting go. Look, I think people are like, we live in a momentary generation, right? Somebody get into some shit with a motherfucker, like you get into a serious relationship, like, oh, you always do this or this is always that. A lot of times it don't be there. Like in that moment you're hurt. In that moment it's disappointment. In that moment it's this, right? Before you make any decision to do anything, make sure like LL Cool J said, don't make decisions when you're mad. Like truly get out your emotions and make the correct decisions. Because a lot of times we can be emotional and overlooking what a person actually do for us or how a person is actually there for us because we're emotional in the time that I feel like I need you. I feel like you should be here, and maybe they're in a situation to where they just can't be there at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what YC was saying, like when there's certain people in your circle, certain people in your family, certain people you give a fuck about, like I believe that they're always gonna deserve that extra consideration because the thing is you wouldn't have never started fucking with them on a certain level if they was a fucked up person. um to where sometimes in life can hit a person and you just never know how it hits a person or why it hit a person a certain way or what they're going through mentally. I know just for me personally, if I'm in a situation to where it's something I used to I'm typically able to do for somebody and I can't, it's hard for me not to be there, because that'll hurt me even more than to not be there. But like when a motherfucker like use it against me, oh well, you wasn't here this and you wasn't here like that. That's like adding injury to insult to injury. You know, because like I would be there for you under normal circumstances if things was, but right now this is this or right now this is this. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh well, you got to communicate that. A lot of times you could tell when a person going through some shit. You ain't gotta. So I think everything is situational. Don't just give up on people because you feel away in that moment. A lot of times you just really got to go through your emotions and figure out what the fuck is actually going on. Cause like YC dude seemed like he was just hurt, like some bitch just kept playing with him or something. Um, he like, please gotta let go. And even in that sense, I know too to love a female, to as a man, to feel like you care for him and be there for him and do shit for this woman that you've never done for other women. And that woman just doesn't reciprocate that, or that woman just feel like, oh well, you're not the one, to where it hurts because bitch, why you let me do all this shit, right? Um, but ultimately, you definitely got to choose self and put yourself. Always take care of yourself, but at the same time, understand like what self-centered looks like.
All right, KJ.
Well, this is a tough one because the older I get, I'm able to cut people off, but also, I got friends that, I haven't talked to in 10 years. They know they can call me, they can come stay at my crib. They need a couple of dollars. I got them, and I feel the same way. I got some people that's way. So I really think it has to do with a lot. Now, in this circumstance, I felt like, he just came out of a relationship that he just came to the realization that this person didn't want to work it out. You know what I'm saying? He might have, and I was in a circumstance like that. Hey, you want to go talk to a counselor at church? Nope. You want to go do this? Nope. Okay, then we don't want to take these steps. Then I gotta understand, and this is what he's talking about. You just can't keep putting into somebody that ain't trying to take the steps to fix it. It's kind of like, if we recognize it's a problem and we want to address it, and then, but if you don't want to address it, then we ain't really trying to be, you ain't really trying to fix the problem. So you have to have discernment in yourself and learn, okay, now I'm being used or now I'm being played with. And you got to figure out, like Guy said earlier, 6 months from now, is this how you still want this to be? Because it's not going to change. So it's important that you learn and like Stacy mentioned about, you gotta, in order for you to be good, you gotta put yourself first in some circumstances too, when people not putting you first. Maybe that's when people not making you a priority, you gotta make yourself a priority and recognize it and be strong enough to say this ain't gonna work or this ain't how I'm gonna live, and be able to let it go. And once you see things, like when I saw, okay, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do, I was like, okay, see it. This it's over. So,
all right, let me go to this next topic.
Men do a lot to be better men, and they're not told to keep a woman. But women are trying to prove that they don't need a man. But it's like the opposite.
Because when we get money so that we can take on dependence. I can have a family, I can have kids. When women get money, it's for your independence. I don't need a man. I don't need this. I can buy my own house. I can buy. But if you do that, you take away his need. If you got the house, the car, and he has no purpose for that relationship. So he will not have the vigor it takes to make sure that the relationship is abundant, joyous, and in harmony. He doesn't have the joy.
He can provide emotional intelligence.
It don't work like that. You can't tell a man what's intrinsically important to him just because you want it to be important. When you take away, that's why so many successful women are single. That's why. And I'm not saying that their decision was right or wrong. I am saying that they're devoid of being able to pair bond with the kind of man they want. And if they're going to successfully pair bond or have a half a chance at it, they got to date down.
Provide me loyalty. I can finance myself.
A man don't operate like that. If a man is a man, we're natural teachers. So if we're not trying to teach you what we know, we really don't like you. That's the quickest way to see if a man. What does that got to do with
loyalty?
I just said men don't work like that.
Right.
I started off with that. That platitude means nothing to a man. You can repeat it, regurgitate it, and put it on your picture 3 times and your story, and the man still ain't gonna resonate with, I can buy my own car, give me loyalty. No. Intrinsically, we have to feel needed and necessary to the relationship. You came having everything. You don't listen. You have an attitude and you think your accolades, your success, and your bank account makes us an equal.
Yeah,
and it does not.
I asked, what does that have to do with loyalty? I didn't say she's got an attitude, she's got this. No, what if she's in her feminine and she just wants loyalty?
The way a man sees loyalty ain't necessarily the way a woman sees loyalty, because we're hardwired differently. If he cannot build with her and further build her up, that relationship will end 1 year from now, 6 months from now, 3 years from now. If he cannot come in and build with you, build you up, further his provision and get you on his page, the relationship won't work unless you date down. You have to date down because those are where the betas are.
The best thing a woman can do for a man is to let him be a man.
Hey Jay, I'll let you take that.
Woo. Lot of
hold on, KJ. How you just gonna slide this random person up in here? Like
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. Who the fuck?
How you get the link?
Who is this nigga? Hey, Smack. Who is this nigga?
Just slid up in here like this the shit to do.
I know Kaylee, so I know him.
Oh, you clicked on the link. I didn't know it was gonna let you join, but
KJ, you got this. KJ,
you about to get this.
I thought this was Louis or somebody. I was like, wait, no.
You ain't read the name.
He just slid up in here like this the
on
thing
my
to do.
Facebook page, I posted join the conversation here.
Nah, that ain't the link for them to join.
Oh, okay.
I can
tell that nigga to exit the building.
Wait a minute, KJ, your
log out.
Really kicking in today.
Let them hang out now. Let's get back to the topic. This was an important topic because this hit right on the nail with a lot of things, and we kept talking about the way.
Hold on, wait a minute, KJ.
Who does this? Just let him stay for now. Come on,
yeah,
let's go.
Say, Mike, say that. I'll let you stay for now. You know, KJ, that ain't the. I'll see you the link
what we do.
The next time.
My bad.
But go ahead, KJ.
You in now. Look, you in, Mike. What you doing? Eating TV dinner?
You just gonna say you in. KJ, go ahead, KJ.
I'm like, who the heck?
All right. Let me get
Suge Knight.
That's that light skin uppity ain't in.
Oh no.
Get off the light skin. Get off the light skin.
Go ahead, KJ.
Hey, so look, there was a lot of very important points about the way men work and the way we think. If you got a successful guy, we like to create the environment, and if we not, it's tough. Because now you're not able to be like, look what I did, because a man is supposed to be like, look what I did for us. Look what I paid the bills. I made this happen, and a man is gonna cater toward that woman and makes him feel like he's the captain of the football team. And if you got all your own stuff, you want this dude to be cheering. You want him to be carrying your stuff. That independent woman, You know, she ain't cooking and bringing a plate to you, making you feel like a king. She ain't, when y'all get through eating dinner, she ain't grabbing the bag with the leftover. She expecting you to. So that was the biggest point he made. And some things you can't just explain away. You can't just say, well, he needs to be this, and that. That you asking us to change who we are. Because what you want is that leader. Now you ask him not to be a leader. Or you put him in a position not to be a leader. And then, like I said, if you find a guy that's gonna do that, you know, that's gonna accept you being a woman in charge, then you know you're gonna end up with what they call a beta male, a man that can do that. That you know, and that's good life too. Who's Oprah married to for years? I mean, no, Stedman played Oprah for years, never got married.
All right, Rick got paid handsomely though.
I knew you was gonna call me after I had to call a senior citizen out.
Let me
Mike, absolutely the fuck not. Your name ain't Ricky.
Hold on, Mike. He called
Ricky.
But I had something to add about this.
Okay, you can add it after Ricky go.
Hold on, man. You gotta wait till Ricky
Sorry
goes.
about
Go ahead,
my
Mike.
God, do we have to get
nice,
the
Mike.
rules
Go
on the
ahead.
show?
He just slid on up here like a nigga putting it in the wrong hole. Go ahead, Mike.
But the thing about it, Oprah's a pretty smart person that has a lot of good advisors. And they talked about a long time ago, they said they advised her not to marry him, but not to marry him, but you can have him as a boyfriend. But they advised her, do not marry this guy because we know his history. When you deal with a person that got that type of money and influence, they dig all up in your stuff. And they know what you're about and your behavior. And she said, you can marry him, have him as a life partner, as a partner, but do not marry this guy. And she never did. I didn't know they weren't together. Because you know what? Because the way she treated him sometimes, like when they got COVID, like she stuck his ass out in a little guest house and she was in the house. So I mean,
the guest house bigger than all our houses put together. Don't do that.
But
don't do that. Listen, this is what we not finna do. We not finna compare people with money to regular ordinary people shit. That's what we ain't finna do.
But the issue is that like Oprah, I mean, there's hardly anybody her equal. But you know, Stedman was a player all number one from the get go. That's all he was. And you know,
All right.
she married him.
Thank you, Mike. Go ahead, Ricky.
All right. I've been raised to respect my elders, so Mike, I apologize.
How you can't?
Don't believe him, Mike. Mike, don't believe him.
Hey, I know I ain't been on this.
Listen, if I apologize, you better accept it because I don't do it often. So I apologize. I'm gonna respect my elders. I'm gonna do a better job at that. But you did just slide up in here like a nigga putting it in the wrong hole. I ain't like that.
I'm 56 years old.
All right. Now back to the topic at hand. Back to the topic at hand.
If you can't respect your elders, you can't talk like that.
Hey, he came on Uncensored, so he gonna have to understand this what comes with it. He on the wrong show. He got to be over there with them Oprahs and stuff, you know. You need to go on the Gale show, but this ain't it. All right, but look, I'm not gonna compare anything that man said to Oprah and them because Oprah got too much money for this. That I'm not doing that at all. What I will say is that I understand what he was saying, and I'm not gonna call one man a lesser man than another man because I'll never be a man. Why can't we both have our shit together at our ages that we are? If you still got to come in and try to build her up, that's a whole nother issue. This is not Bob the Builder. We are not at a fucking workshop. This is not Build a Bitch. You should come established just like I should come established. We are too old to be still trying to figure this shit the fuck out. As I was saying, I'm not saying that y'all can't build together. But if I already have a house and you have the cars, put the shit together. Now we got a house and cars. It shouldn't be one person has it and you can't be a man because she already got a house or she already got money. You think that she was just waiting on you to come save her? Hell no. She's supposed to be able to have the same stuff that you supposed to have. So that y'all have it together. I'm confused on the logic in this. And just because I have it don't mean that you're lesser of a man because I have these things. It's not an I no more. Now it's a we thing. We have these things. Your name can go on the house and cars too. We can get more of these things. So him saying, if the lady's saying all I want is loyalty, and you like, that's not in a man. So basically, y'all don't know how to be loyal, but y'all want that. The math wasn't mathing. He danced around it. Men aren't wired like that. Men aren't wired to be loyal, but they want somebody loyal. Look, baby, what he said was get a fucking dog. They real loyal.
Right, talk about.
Yeah, my response to Ricky is what?
Get a fucking dog. They're real loyal.
No, what happened to what the fuck? What happened to that?
This Nikki, yeah, this Ricky, yeah.
Hey, now check this out though. Look, it's not even more so like Rick, you speaking about like tangibly. It's like a mental thing, right? They go behind it. So like a lot of successful women, right? It's just the way that they act. Not like it's right or wrong. He wasn't saying it was right or wrong. Just the way that the energy is, the way it comes off. As like I can handle all this, I can handle all this. So it's like a man don't know when to step in for you. I can't step in for you as a man because shit, he's like you trying to check every box to let me know that I'm good without you. I'm good without you. So it takes away from the nature of what the relationship should be. It's not about who has what or who don't have what. You can have $1 million and have this attitude. Some women, goddamn you, just are street whores and have this attitude. It's just about it's just a dominating mental. Not saying it's right or wrong. It just is what it is. Sometimes it comes off so, but like women, it's very like cause like they say I need me an aggressive man, a man that just you hear me. But understand what comes with an aggressive man. Understand the aggressive nature that comes with that, right? I can't have a man that this and this, and it's like you try to base. I don't know. It's like you try to put the wrong women try to put the wrong titles on the wrong shit and not really understand what they actually asking for. You can say, I want the loyalty. I want this. I want this out of a man. I want this of a man. You like a lot of women in successful positions want yes men. You know, niggas that's going like she can get a nigga honey-do list.
Are you gonna do it or not?
Fuck no.
All right, then. You ain't the man for her, and
Nah,
that's okay.
You ain't my mama. That's the thing. And to where that's
I'm just saying in
and
retrospect.
I'm just saying, this is the reality, sweetie. You can say everything that you want to say, but the reality is,
Who your black ass talking to
the
like this?
reality is,
Can you go get Tone
statistically,
Bone back? Because I don't like Antonio.
statistically, these bitches is lonely. So we can have all the opinion on it that we want to have, but fact of the matter is, it's got to be something. Because if it was nothing, then this situation wouldn't be a situation.
It's a situation for who, though?
For whoever the fucking topic is about.
So my thing is him saying that he think that women with money are lonely because they not with a man. I'm trying to
They
understand who's
say that shit. What the
lonely
fuck?
because they can go pay for dick if that's all that they want.
That don't equate to happening. If you think getting penis
You don't think that she's
if you
happy
think
without
getting
it
penis
though?
equates to not being lonely, this is why women
I'm
can't
just
fuck with
saying
me.
in
As far as the
general.
whole cheating shit, because a nigga know just because I bust a bitch don't mean that the bitch with me. A nigga know
I
that out the gate. I could bust any bitch. That
What
don't mean she
makes
gonna be
her
my bitch.
unhappy? Who said that she was ever unhappy though?
Females say
You
the shit. What
unhappy
the fuck are
because
you
you're
talking
single?
about?
So are you saying that female people can't be
Oh my
single and
god.
happy? I'm just
That ain't what
asking a
I'm
question.
saying, girl. What the fuck is you talking
But
about?
that's what he was
You
saying.
trying to, no, you trying to generalize, like you trying to go beyond what he was saying. He's talking about successful women as far as the women that come out and said, I can't find a good man to this. I can't find a man to do this. We're not speaking about situations where women are not saying that. We're talking about the women that are saying this. To where if you thinking going to have sex it equates to somebody not being lonely, you fucked up right there.
Sex ain't never been that big of a deal for me.
You just saying women can pay. All right, man, I'm not, I'm done.
Why to the
Let me hand it.
Hey, bro, check this out. Just to paint a picture for you, bro. This goes for not all women, but for 95% of women on this planet. If they in a serious situation, they partner, if they go out of their way and damn near die going to bring them the sun out of the sky. That bitch go say, where the moon at though? Basically, what I'm saying is 95%.
We're not gonna ask for the moon. We want the fucking stars.
I know, right? I ain't even get there, right?
I want the one that shines brighter.
She just proved my point.
I want the one that shines brighter, so you better get that one.
You just proved my mother.
I was just being. I was just.
You
Listen,
just proved it in
I
real
just
time.
be out here playing devil's advocate. Please don't take these as my personal views because they are not.
I ain't say all women, but I said 95, and she just proved my point in real time while I'm speaking on it. But yeah, there we go, right there. But just to give you a little more clarity on what I'm saying, most women are ungrateful. I don't care how much you pour your heart, soul, and be loyal to them. It ain't gonna never be enough. The cup is always half empty. It's never half full. They got a hole at the bottom of their cup. I don't know what the fuck wrong with them. That's why I'm telling you, bro. That's why the devil went to Eve first, because he knew she was the one with the hole at the bottom of her cup. And I don't know why God make us love pussy so much, and then we love pussy so much, so we bit the apple with the bitch. And now we
boy,
both
you sound like TD Jakes right now, God.
Hey,
that's
TDYC. But what you say?
That's why
Ain't no woman make you do nothing, so he did it on his own.
I know accountability. You feel me?
Hey, that's why. Hey, you YC Jakes right now, God.
YC Jakes.
You said he said have a stroke on live.
YC Jakes. All right, go ahead, Stacey.
That's what's up.
Since I'm the last one going all the time, so I'm just going to say this: a lot of women, they want to be independent, and they say they don't need a man, but 9 times out of 10, they wish they had the man, rather than the money. I mean, they want the money too, but they wish they really had stability when it comes to a mate. Someone that they can come home to and talk about their day and all of that. They want that. A lot of women say they don't, but in reality, they do. So, I mean, if they just had the man that would do right or whatever, then they wouldn't try so hard to do wrong. You know what I'm saying? As far as why are you laughing at me, KJ? I don't know why. But
well, every week you hear you need a man that's gonna do right.
I'm just saying, if the man to do right, then they, will not work as hard and be with the man. It's like if two could make a whole, then we good, But if I'm the only one out here really trying and you ain't doing right, then what the hell? I'm gonna be independent. I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do, So they not focused on the man. That part.
All right, Mr. Mike Sight, did you want to say something about this before we get to our last topic?
Well, to be honest with you, people should go ahead and strive to be the best they are, no matter who they are. Don't ever let anybody hold you back. I mean, because you never know if a marriage might not last or something might happen. Because I believe that it becomes a partnership. People don't just have to be together, but have a partnership and have an agreement and find out what works for you. Like if I were to get married now, I'm not putting all my stuff with everybody else. And maybe after 20, 30 years, if we ever have that amount of time, because back in the day when you're young and you're starting out and you know everybody, and see, this is the thing that people understand about why dating is hard now today. And then we keep comparing you back to older relationships. He said right now today, the reason why you're having so many problems is that back in the day when people's transportation was limited, the most you date somebody maybe 20 miles outside the center of where you live. And people around the area had the same values. You kind of see what I'm saying within a certain area. So when you marry somebody, not only did you have the same values, because people in certain areas have the same values more likely, and also these people, everybody else. Plus, our society doesn't support marriage like it does anymore. Everybody got to fend for themselves. Men aren't men anymore because of a lot of stuff that's went on. It changes. We keep comparing stuff back in the day to what's going on now. It's not. Please listen to what I'm saying. The reason why stuff cannot be, it's hard now, is because back in the days we had a set of goals to where we all had, and therefore we were able to move forward. Now these days, she's doing something, I'm doing something. We trying to make this work and understand. Back in the day, if we had the same what I'm looking for, set of I guess standards or whatever it is, and therefore we work for that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, a lot of women.
It's not back in the day, so you gonna keep saying.
I'm saying.
Listen, Mike, we get that you was back in the day when Jesus fed all the people with the 5 loaves. I'm just trying to understand.
Okay, you already said that. You already said that, Ricky. Mike, don't even pay attention. She already said that.
Listen, KJ, you
okay, you let Mike say what he gonna say. Mike, I was listening to Mike. Mike, go ahead.
Hey, yo, Smack.
He said a lot of
who is this?
A lot of socialists were saying, a lot of people in socialism were talking about the reason why things are different. Now all of a sudden, your dating radius right now could be a guy 50, 60 miles outside of where you live. You people don't have the same.
You people.
I mean, folks. Let me just go say, folks.
Mike, don't let them get you, Mike. Say you people. They know you talking about them.
They're coming from a different environment than you are. Okay, so they may not have the same.
This is gold. This content is gold.
Okay, so they don't have it. And so the thing is that, and then on top of that, you don't know this motherfucker. You don't know. I mean, it's how, I mean, like I said, these folks right here are like, you don't know what you get.
Hey, Mike, you got 30 more seconds.
They gotta come. They don't want to marry him. I gotta make sure I ain't married no hoe or nothing like that. You should go to places and half the club that ran through her ass. And like, this is my wife. They like,
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I told you I'm 56.
You didn't tell me. I didn't hear that part.
I'm 56 years
We
old.
got that much longer anyway, and you should already have your person by now. What you looking
Would you stop? Oh my God, Ricky, stop it! You respect the elder.
Mike, are you looking for your person now?
A lot of men right now, I choose peace over bullshit.
No, listen, I'm asking a legitimate question. I'm not trying to be funny at all.
Women have unrealistic expectations.
Mike, listen to the question. Are you looking for your person now, Mike? That's the question.
I'm not putting up with this bullshit now these days.
I get that. So the answer is you're looking for your person now, right?
I'm not looking, but I ain't like. It's like that.
Then you're gonna be thankful that your person found you, right? Or you found your person. Because he who found it, the wife find a good thing, according to you back in the day. And you're looking in that 20 miles. You might want to get outside of that because some people ran through. But I'm asking legitimately. Look, I'm asking legitimately. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny right now. Like, this is serious. Like, for real. Like, for real. Because, like, I always tease KJ about this kind of stuff, about how old he is. But y'all actually look good for your ages, right?
Thank you.
It's too late now, Ricky.
Thank you, Ricky.
What?
I'm following the age.
Hey, look. Let me get to
you
this.
Don't want the compliment? I'll take it the fuck back.
Let me get to this last topic.
And she said she was gonna respect her elders.
All right, I will.
I'm giving y'all a compliment.
You'll probably like this next topic. Where you go?
These modern women are, 1, promiscuous, 2, influenced by feminism, so they think that we're in a partnership and everything is equal. No, we're not in no partnership. This is how our relationship goes. God over man, man over woman, woman over children. God dang, woman, I'm above you. And not only that, you want me to be above you. You want a man that's taller, stronger, makes more money, more competent. So if you want me to be over you, I'm going to act as if I am. And I'm going to treat you like that, which that is a good life. You don't gotta pay for any bills. The house is good. We go on vacations. Life is good. Just rub my back, speak kind words in my ear, and cheer me on so I can continue to go out there and support us.
Woo, this man.
Yeah, Ricky. Ricky.
This man be making my head hurt, and I understand where he be trying to go with it, but he be making my head hurt, and I get migraines.
But
when I say that he make my head hurt, it's a way in how you do everything, but the way that you come off, like I'm talking to this man, and I don't even know him like that. He's hella fugazi. The way that he comes off, he doesn't come off as the type of man that speaks positively. He comes off as the type of man that's controlling. Like, I'm the man, you're the woman, you do what the fuck I say. This is how it goes. Because God told me to tell you to hold the fuck up who you talking to, because God ain't tell me that shit.
Let me.
You can be over me. You can be the man. You can lead. You can do all of that stuff, right? I can speak kind words to you. But the moment that you think you're gonna be talking to me crazy, Just because you are the man, I'm gonna show you how much of a bitch you really are. I'm gonna show you how much of a man you aren't.
Okay.
What you're not gonna do is think you finna get talking to me, trying to belittle me just because you are a man and you got some balls. It's all in how you present it and how you come off. Talk to me kind. You be good to me. I'm gonna be greater to you. Well, and I get what he was saying. The way he's coming off instantly turns me off, dries my coochie up like a prune. You're not gonna get that soft version coming off like that.
I don't want to view that. Wait a minute.
I don't want to view it neither because this shit is a waterfall. But what I'm saying is, I don't want to deal with a person that's like that in no capacity. And you can be, I want my man to have that relationship with God. I want my man to be the leader and the head of the house. And I want him to do all of that. And I want him to be the protector. And I want him to do all of that stuff, right? What you're not going to do is talk like you just motherfucking, I'm going to be like, yes, king, sir. That's not happening.
Ricky, why do you always have to put a sexual visual when you when you express yourself?
I always put a sexual visual.
I'm like really picturing this. Like, how do a pussy dry up like a prune? I'm just trying.
Well, you understand how prune dry up. If you talking crazy, just understand that it ain't gonna be shit.
Oh my God.
I ain't living my life.
Watch it. Go ahead. Watch it.
All right, I agree with about 93% of what Ricky talking about type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I agree with about 93% because bro was coming off kind of like, hi, yeah, bitch, I what I say, when I say, and how I say, and I don't want to hear no lip. What?
What in the Ike Turner?
But hey, he was giving that kind of energy, but he was popping some real shit. It's just you ain't gotta rub it in your significant other face that you paying the bills, that you handling. You just gonna live like that. You just gonna do that. What's understood ain't gotta be explained. But it sounds like he rubbed it in his lady face, like, bitch, I pay the bills, bitch. I got the food on the table, bitch. Now when I want my back rub, I want my back rub. You feel? So yeah, I feel about 93% of what Ricky was talking about, but you know, bro was popping some real shit. It's just he, like Ricky say, he do it in the he got a negative intent behind it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got positive intentions behind it, and it's all about intentions. You feel me? Because that's the beginning of everything.
All right, Stacy.
Well, can we let Mike go? It seems like he has really he wants to say
hey,
something.
Smack.
Go ahead, Mike. Who is this?
Mike.
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, this is the thing, you know. I agree with Ricky.
Mike, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds. Go ahead.
You got a minute and a half. All right, look, you got your inhaler nearby.
I agree with Ricky is saying because but it all goes back to what I'm saying. If we come from the same area, come from the same values, you'll understand if I'm doing something. And therefore, just say, for instance, if me and Ricky were together and she's saying she don't want a man talking to her like that, and it'd be wrong if I talk to her like that. But the problem is she needs to understand the moves that I'm making so she understands and I ain't got to explain myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, say as a man, we all take certain things to be designated for a man and what he can do. Now, I've been to Ricky, like, my car broke down. What's needed? Okay, I'll take a look at the car, get the car fixed. Okay, if Ricky said there's something wrong with the house, I fix the house. Certain stuff I think we need to designate towards it, and certain things we designate towards a woman. You know, I believe that even as much as we want to say we're equal, there's certain things men are better handling and women are better handling. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, and we support each other. But at the end of the day, if I do something to make a move or I do something, therefore she needs to understand what's going on. Not if she asks me, well, what's going on there? I'm like, shut your ass up, I'm taking care of it. You know, she'll understand what's going on. You know? And she has you know, and that's the whole thing about it. And it goes to the simple fact that if I do something and she see I'm handling my business, asking questions, and I see she handling her business on certain things, she's handling her business. But the problem is, I think what you're trying to say in a lot of relationships, men aren't holding up their end, and I think one person not holding up their end, because you got to hold up your end. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, this stuff will tip over and fall. You holding your end, I'm holding my end. We holding it up. But if not, the other person's stuff falls into what we built this
That
on top of
part.
it, falls off. And that's it. And
That
that's all
part.
you say. And see, people got to do that. And see, if you're doing the correct things, then there ain't gonna be no discussion. You know, now I understand we all ain't gonna be 100% all the time, but it's like, well, I will never take care of this because of X, Y, and Z. And then that's what we look at in your partner.
Stupid. Stupid.
He did it. You did it. You did
it. You gotta chop this up, bro. You gotta bust it down right, bro. This is gold.
We appreciate
How
you,
did
brother.
this nigga get off the show to respond to stuff? What is going on?
Right, smack.
Anyway, Mike, I think that's really good, and I understand your point of view. I'm going to say it's all about respect. You know, like it's in the way you respect your partner, how you talk. You know, respect. I can continue to say that over and over and over. So if you feel you're great, you're greatest at something, yeah, handle it. You know, as a man, a woman would want her man to lead if he's leading right. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he's putting us, you know, having us downfall, then hell, let the woman, you know, step in. Whoever can get it done, get it done. As partners, you all want to be great. You know what I'm saying? You want everything to flow right. So if a woman can do something better, let the woman do it. But it's all about respect. How you communicate, how you talk to your partner, and how you thrive together. That's just what it is.
All right, KJ, before you go, Mike, this is for you just popping in out of nowhere. There you go. Go ahead, KJ.
What? Go ahead.
So here's a good question. I would wonder, how would he raise his daughters? If he had daughters, does he feel the same way about his daughters? And would he want his daughters to marry a man that's acting like and talking like he's talking right now? I would not want my daughters to be around some dude like that.
Don't say he don't play that shit.
Why is he on the screen leaving comments and not on this screen?
That's why I got a problem with what he said and some of the stuff he said, because I'm just curious, if he had a daughter, how would he talk to her? Because he's saying it about all females, so is his daughters that? And I think he have a different mentality. I think this guy does not have the worldly or knowledge that he needs in life to really be giving some of the advice that he's giving. I think he kind of peaked a while back. Now he's going, and that's why y'all feel different about him, because at first he makes a little bit of sense, but now he done got like way over here like them other dudes that you know ain't got a gal, or you ain't got no women in your life. To say the things he said, talking about, you know, they all this way, they are. That means he talking about his mama too. You know, so I find it hard to believe he even got a gal. I'm done.
Wow, KJ.
This is Justin. We have breaking news you don't want to miss. Coming up next, UnCensor, the Conversation podcast presents Speak Your Truth. In this powerful segment, our dynamic panel consisting of G Soldier, Ms. Busy Boss, Tara Michelle, Tone Bone, Ricky, and Gateway Louie takes center stage, as each one of them will speak their truth, sharing stories from the news that moved them, discussing hot topics that demand attention, or offering uplifting motivational messages to inspire us all. Get ready for raw, unfiltered perspectives and heartfelt moments. Back to you, Lacey.
All right, Ricky, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you at. You got anything coming up?
I got a few things coming up. I'm so glad that my daughter has graduated from college. Yay to my oldest. Last week I had my son and my granddaughter graduating from pre-K, and I got a college graduate. What are the odds? Oh, so ghetto. I will be graduating in August. my truth today is life is short. Love on people. You never know who's going to be around. You don't know how long they are going to be around. Always put you first. Don't let people drain all of you so that you have nothing left. Y'all can catch me outside after the sun go down because I sunburn like clear people. I ain't fucking with it.
Stacy, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. Yeah, you got anything coming up?
Okay. Yeah, my sister keep having me volunteering stuff at Red Cross and all this stuff. Now I just been out here with the people, disaster handler and everything. But let me tell y'all something. Life is short, like Ricky said. Listen, I just came to truth for myself. Look, if I want to be treated like first class, I have to first treat myself like first class. Okay, so meaning don't let people drain you. You know, especially when they know you good at what you do. Be good for yourself. You know, take your energy elsewhere if they're not meeting your energy. Okay, so and also, you can catch me around. I got some things coming out, a song. I got some projects coming out, some new business ventures, and all kind of stuff, y'all. I'm so excited. Yep, that part.
All right, one to the
What's
speaking.
happening? Appreciate you, big
Hold on, wait a
bro.
minute, hold on. Let me get you. Speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. Yeah, you got anything coming up?
Yeah, I said I appreciate you, big bro. Thank you for having me on this mofo.
Salute.
You feel me? It's the God YC Bay up in that mofo, and this is the funniest movie ever. And guess what? Part 2 is on the way. It's coming soon. It's in the editing phase, and I'm driving that mofo. But until it drop, right now, this is the funny. So I need everybody to do me a favor. Go on Google right now. Go on Google and just type in Hella Drove. That's it, Hella Drove, and just have fun. Go down that rabbit hole and share, comment, like, because it ain't just helping me. It's helping everybody I got affiliated. And yeah, the litter I get, the litter everybody else get. And contrary to all popular belief, I got a soft spot in my soul for Ricky. So shout out to Ricky, you know what I'm saying? But I still go pop my shit and talk my shit to you. Yeah. And yeah, besides that, thank you, big bro. Love you, appreciate y'all. Shout out to the rest of y'all mofos. I fuck with y'all too. And peace and blessings and prosperity and a whole lot of money to us all immediately.
All right, Mr. Mike, who is this nigga? Speak your truth and let them know where they can find you at. And if you got anything coming up.
Mike said he just heard a listen. He ain't got nothing coming.
Hey, yo, Schmack.
My truth is just, you know, always be good to others and always do right by people, and your character always carry you through no matter what, you know, because people judge you on what you're known by. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really have anything going up. I mean, you know, just working every day stiff and getting things taken care of in my life. You know, right now I just buried my mother no more than about a month ago. So you know, I'm kind of, you know, just working on through those things, you know, and getting used to that, you know, and just you know, making sure getting her headstone and stuff like that. Not anything too monumental, you know, and you know, my career is pretty much well set. You know, I don't have to worry about any job things, you know, but you know, life right now is kind of on cruise control, not hitting any bumps or anything, you know.
Okay.
Good.
All right, appreciate you, Mike.
Thank you for having me.
Sorry about your loss.
And look,
Yeah,
y'all
bro.
already know,
You're
man.
not hurt.
I always preach, man. Protect your peace at all times. Get you a therapist. A therapist is good to talk to. You always want to just be
Did
mentally
KJ go?
strong. Okay, where KJ? Oh yeah, my bad, KJ. You sure didn't go. See, KJ, that's what you get for bringing another. Now you can't go. Nigga, who raised this? I'm gonna let you go today.
I
Go
appreciate
ahead,
my man. I appreciate my man jumping in. Look, I've been knowing him since like 1989, so I appreciate him jumping in like that. But yeah, so I'm going to be planning the Aviation Day Camp in August. The details I'll be putting that together soon. Going to try to take at least 20 kids up. They'll fly around for about 30 minutes. They'll be able to take control of the airplane and stuff like that. So you know, at our next event, you know, hopefully next Monday I'll have a date set. And my message for today is, you know, if you're trying to change something in your life, sometimes stop trying to make big changes. Make little small changes. You know, if you don't like that you go to bed too late, just start going to bed about 30 minutes earlier every day. Don't try to just change everything right overnight. So, and those little changes turn into big changes. Nice seeing y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. It was fun.
All right. So, as I was saying, yeah, protect your peace. See you a therapist. You know, we deal with a lot of mental health in our community, and people sweeping under the rug and all that type of stuff. Even mothers and their children, they be like, "Oh, ain't nothing wrong with my child," and all that. And, you know, that's why we see a lot of violence. Like every single day on Facebook, you just see violence, fighting, shootings, and all that. So, listen, man. Take your peace, stay out the way. Go see a therapist. It is healthy. There's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist. So that's my message for today. I got an album dropping. The Weight on My Name will be dropping next month. I will keep y'all updated. Other than that, man, we had a great fun show today. It was super fun, man. Got a lot of laughs. We got an unexpected visitor. So KJ, I'm gonna send you the link to send the people. They can watch it next time. It'll be the same link. You can see it every week too. But yeah, other than that,
Thank
man,
you
we
for
will see y'all.
participating, Mike. We appreciate you.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Good seeing you, Mike.
You brought some wisdom to the show. Other than that, man, we will see y'all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Good night, everybody.
All right. Take care.
Good night.